Hello everyone and welcome to this short standing practice. So my name is Sarah, my pronouns are she, her, and make sure you follow and subscribe to this channel so you can get more yoga tutorials and short yoga practices, specifically for people in bigger bodies. So let's find our stance on a mat. I'm standing on a long way. You don't need to be on a mat, you could be on a carpet, whatever. We're going to do a standing practice. And you don't really need any props. We just need to find a place where we can ground ourselves, maybe close our eyes. Notice your breath. Notice how your body's feeling. I'm going to have my feet in this wider position. Maybe you want to have your feet in a more narrow position. You choose what makes you feel the most balanced. Maybe we want to inhale and raise our arms up. And then exhale, lowering them down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Seeing how this feels. Maybe we want to take one hand, bring it down to our side, raise the other one up. Continuing that breath, inhaling and exhaling. As we do this, we inhale that one arm up. As we exhale, we could twist and bring that other hand down to the side, to our other opposite side. So we inhale, arm up. Exhale, bring it down in front. Our back hand can go behind our body as we do that. So inhale, exhale for a little twist. Inhale, exhale for a little twist. And we can do some on the other side. So this hand goes down, this one goes up. Inhale, twist. Inhale, twist. Inhale, twist. And you could alternate them if you want. One hand goes down, one goes up. Inhale, twist, coming back, inhale, twist, coming back. Now that we've warmed up the body with a little bit of movement, maybe we want to warm up our legs a little bit. We could do a little bit of knee raises. You could bring your knees out to the side if that feels better. Or you could do smaller knee raises, lifting your feet a little bit up off the ground. So you choose sort of how high you want them to go. We're just bringing some dynamic movement into the body, trying to get some energy going. Maybe you're moving your arms, make them big or small, and then we stop. Let's find our stable standing point again. So we're balanced across our feet. This time let's engage our butt muscles, engage our core. Maybe we have our hands down by our sides and we're standing nice and tall. Let's take a breath here. Maybe this time we want to think about turning our toes to face one direction. So this is my left side. So I'm going to start on the left. So I'm going to turn my toes to face the left direction. So now they're both facing this way. And I can think about lifting up my heel, leaning into that front leg. And then maybe coming back to center. We can do the same thing on the other side, turning our toes the opposite way, lifting up that back heel, coming back down. Do that a few times and then coming back. Maybe this time when we turn and we lift up our heel, you want to lift up your opposite arm. So that's an option too. So we're going to turn to the left again, turning our toes. Now we're facing the left. And we have the option of coming up onto our back toes, and then lifting the opposite arm up. Taking a breath, then lowering it down. Coming back, we'll do the same thing on the other side, turning our toes, coming up onto those back toes, raising the opposite arm. Taking a breath, coming back. This time, maybe we want to lift that back leg up off the ground, kicking it out behind us. So you could lift it up a little tiny bit. You could not lift it up at all. You could lift it up a little bit higher. You choose. So we'll twist our toes, Then to lift up our back foot, we really need to lean into our front leg, putting our weight in our front leg, and then maybe you want to lift it up off the ground. And you could use that opposite arm if you want. So it could be a little bit off the ground, or it could be more off the ground. So you choose. We'll come back to center. We'll do it on the other side. So we turn our toes, leaning into that front leg, lifting up. Option to lift up that other arm, and then down. Turning around. And we can turn, lifting up that other arm, and then down. And again, if that lift doesn't feel good, don't do it. Stick with your toes down and your arm up. We're still doing a lot of balance when we do this. So see, sort of, if you want to alternate a little bit faster now, you're welcome to. Or you can sit going a little slow. We're doing a few on each side, and then we shake it out. Let's take a breath. We're going to do a forward fold variation. So again, I'm going to find my wider stance. My toes are facing forward. Taking a breath. Maybe we want to raise our hands up towards the sky, and as we hinge at the hips, so we're hinging here, my belly comes down. I'm going to move my belly in between my legs, and I can bring my hands down towards the ground. They can dangle. They can be on your legs. They can be on the ground, or blocks if you have them, but you don't have to use blocks. If you don't have the mobility to reach the ground, no worries. You can let your arms dangle or have them on your legs. Blocks are a good option, but I said at the beginning that there's no need for props, so you don't need them. We can rock back and forth here from our heel to our toes. I'm not really lifting my feet up off the ground because I don't want to fall. So I'm just sort of distributing the weight back and forth. Then maybe I want to think about bringing my weight into one leg. So bending one knee, the other leg straightens. So now I'm dangling over by this leg, and then the other way, dangling over, and then back to center. Head down towards the ground, rocking again. And then from here, maybe we want to turn our toes again. So I'm going to turn my left toes towards the long way of the mat, or the short way of the mat, the short end. And then I'm going to turn my other toes, or my other heel, so it's on a 45-degree angle. My back foot is on a 45-degree angle. I then have the option of sort of twisting myself over that front leg. And you can push your belly to the inside of the leg. You can have your hands on the ground. You can have them on your leg. Or you could raise your upper body up, and you have that bend in your front knee. Taking a breath. We can raise our arms up towards the ceiling. We're in a warrior one. And then we'll come back, we'll fold back down, bringing our belly to the inside of the leg, bringing the hands around. We'll turn our toes forward again. So now we're back in our forward fold, taking a couple of breaths. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So moving our toes, our right toes to face the short side of your mat. Turning your heel out to make it on a 45-degree angle. Moving our arms and our body to face over that front leg. And again, we can push our bellies out of the way. We can have our hands on our legs. Or we can slowly start to rise up. Bending into that front knee here, raising up our hands, taking a breath in our warrior one, then we'll lower back down, coming back down, and again turning our toes, ending in our forward fold one last time, looking back between your legs, bending the knees, maybe raising your hands up towards the sky, bringing your feet in together, hands down to your sides. And then you can shake that out. Let's take a second here. We'll find our mountain pose again. Engaging our core, engaging our butt, standing nice and tall and balanced. We'll breathe. How did that feel in your body? How did that movement feel? Did you enjoy it? Is there other movement you want to do? If so, go for it. So just exploring how you felt during that practice. And thank you so much. I hope we get to practice again together soon.